We are so excited to have you join us today for our webinar, AI in Fintech, Emotions and Identity with Salesforce plus AWS Rekognition. We promise it's going to be short, sharp, and packed with live demos to inspire your next AI move. But first, let's introduce ourselves.
Hi, everyone. I am Uliana, Head of Account Management here at PickLogic. I work a lot with fintech clients, helping them turn tricky business challenges into smart Salesforce solutions.
Hey guys, I'm Alex. I'm Salesforce developer at PickLogic. My role is to bring innovation to your life, and I build only what others can imagine. So in today's session, I will walk you through two AI-powered demos. First one will be for emotion recognition inside Salesforce using AWS Rekognition, and the second one will be QYC flow.
And I am Yulia, Project Manager here at PickLogic, and today I will guide you through the flow of today's session and make sure we stay on time. And before we start, let's warm up with a quick poll. Just drop a number in the chat to tell us where you're coming from. And if you are from FinTech, please type 1. If you are from other industries, please type 2. And if you're just AI lover, type 3.
Thanks so much to everyone already jumping in. Let me check. Guys, feel free to put your numbers in the chat. We are really curious what industry you come from. Okay. I think that the numbers will come while people are joining, so we can continue. Oh, 2 from Paul. Thank you, Paul. Okay.
And probably you have a mixture of industries like fintech and AI lover. It's just a great match, or other industries and AI lover.
If you'd like, you can specify what industry you come from. Great.
Oh, we have majorities too. Nice.
Oh, I spot one from Nick, who's from fintech. Great. Hi, Stephen, Heather.
Nice.
Honestly, it's really cool to see a mix of industries and experiences here. It makes the whole conversation way more exciting.
And
Thank
3.
you, guys.
Actually, we have all types. It's great. And 1 and 2 and 3. All right. Now that we know each other a little better, let's set the stage for what this session is all about. And I will switch to the next slide. Here we go.
So let's take a step back for a second. You know, fintech companies deal with some of the most sensitive moments in customers' lives. Things like identity checks, fraud claims, or financial disputes. And at the same time, there is huge pressure to move fast, scale quickly, and stay secure. What we want to show you today are 2 super practical ways Salesforce and AWS Rekognition can help. Not just with automation for speed, but AI that is actually secure, empathetic, and a bit more human aware.
All right, let's proceed and let's dive into our first use case. This one is especially close to the heart of support teams. It's about spotting customer emotion in real time and using the data to route cases smarter inside Salesforce. And to walk us through it, I will hand it over to our tech expert, Alex.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, let me pull up my screen pretty quickly. It's not working, seems like. Let me stop sharing and share again. Oh. Pretty funny why it's not working. It's always so. Yeah, now it should. Nice. So let me start from the most interesting one, actually. That one is called empathy-driven dispute resolution case, which is the most interesting for me because we will detect emotion, and based on that emotion, we will find the better agent for your customer. So let's imagine the use case. You see that your client did a call, and you see that he's like really sad or in bad mood or something like that, and it's maybe because of some misunderstanding in your team, or maybe because payment get lost or something like that. And using that use case, we can basically help you and your client find a better person for communication and make that case solved pretty fast. So let's start from Salesforce. Basically, we have a native Salesforce inside of it. Nothing special here yet, but let's move back to our website. We have a website with built-in chatbot, which we used previously on our webinars also. So let's start with verification of my person. I will show you two different use cases. In first one, I will be calm and everything will be fine. But in separate one, I will be angry and just you will see my furious, you know. Yeah, let's allow this time. Now let's capture my photo. I will be calm. Nice, my photo is taken. It finds me inside the Salesforce. And how it's working in the backend, basically chatbot took my photo, sent it to AWS Rekognition for emotion detection. Emotion is detected inside AWS Rekognition and sent back to Salesforce. And based on that emotion, different cases are created inside Salesforce. So basically, if you'll continue to chat with our chatbot directly, you will see that it sent me just a feedback form because it sees the time. I'm fine, I'm good, in good mood, and it can share with me just for my feedback. But now let's imagine that I will come back angry. Let me refresh the page because it should be like a whole new process, you know. Now I will try to show you a little anger. Yeah, maybe it sounds funny or something like that. It looks funny. It looks, of course, but in real life, there's sometimes there can be like people who join your call with really angry face or something like that. So let's continue to chat. And now chatbot verified my face, find my emotion, and decided that I am required to be transferred to the real person instead. So now let's go back to Salesforce and see what we have as an agent. We have a notification about two different cases. First one case was created for calm mood, and the second one for angry. And we see that, like, basically inside that notification, our agent can just click and see, okay, there's a customer who is angry. I basically need help with that. It says priority medium and all other stuff. So that's how we will find the better person for your customer automatically based on emotion.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Alex. Actually, I can say that it's not just about AI processing tasks, but actually understanding people. But a quick question for you, um, Alex, how easy is it to integrate this emotion detection flow into existing support setup in Salesforce? Let's say someone has already like some bots or flows configured, like what would be the first step for them?
Yeah, of course, it will be pretty easy to embed it inside their system because there should be like few steps to do it. First one will be for basically for face capture, like photo, video upload, or something like that. And the second one will be just configs for integration point with AWS Rekognition.
Thank you.
Alex, you know what I'm thinking? What about false alarms? Like, what if someone just looks tired, or maybe they've got a serious face and the system flags it as frustrated? I mean, half the time I just look cranky myself because I haven't had my coffee yet. So how do we handle that in the routing logic?
Yeah, I see. So basically, we we treat emotion as a hint, not a verdict. So everything what our chatbot does is just capture it, collect the data, and notifies the agent that, hey, there's a problem, maybe you can try to help with it.
Got you. Thanks, Alex. All right. Now I'm curious, what about you guys? Have you ever had to deal with an emotional or tense customer, like a failed payment, a fraud cost, or that classic, my money just vanished, help me now moment? If that's happened to you, just type yes or plus in the chat. And if it was really rough, I mean, really rough, don't hold back. Give us a big dramatic yes, extra letters totally encouraged. Trust me, we can feel your pain.
Nice. And actually, while your answers roll in, let's take a minute to answer like few questions that came through in the chat. And actually here, Alex, one question that came up is really interesting one from Paul. I think it's a really good one because it's around user consent. And if we want to capture an image to analyze emotion, do we need to ask users for that permission? Thank you, Paul, for your question.
Yeah,
and
a good
Alex.
question, because it's all about like security stuff. So maybe you didn't notice, but when I clicked capture my face and like took my photo, there was like a model window with like a camera selection, all this stuff. It's like default for browsers, but you can build some additional guard for it. So there will be extra step for customers that they will allow us or not to capture their photo. Maybe there should be some more stuff like contracts or something like that behind it, but it depends really on the country.
Thank you.
Oh, I've spotted a yes from Zara. Sorry if I mispronounce your name, but thank you. So I think you can relate with tense customer, right? And yeah, she says that she puts collections into her process at one point and a tool to deal with that. Mm-hmm.
And also, Alex, you have a nice angry face. Now you
Yeah.
know that.
Thanks a lot.
All right.
I appreciate it, really.
All right. Thank you, everyone. And actually, please keep your question coming because we will have a longer Q&A at the end of our session. So we will try to answer all of them. So don't hesitate to write anything that arises in your head. And for now, oh, we have one question. Maybe we can take it now, and then we will proceed to the second use case. Can you just ask up front at the start of the conversation so you can always do it?
Yeah. It's like one of the points. It is possible to implement in different ways. It can be like we show you only how it can be done inside the chatbot, but I think you need to understand that that all process can be done even outside of chatbot. It can be done inside your Salesforce case page, or maybe inside Salesforce homepage. Inside like any part of the Salesforce, it can be implemented. So we are using chatbots just because for demo purposes, and like it's some really cool stuff to work with. And yeah, as you said, yeah, we can just, before the conversation started, we said, hey, we are collecting your photos and other stuff. Do you agree or not? If not, like we just remove that whole logic from their flow, so they can just use a chatbot directly. But if they agree, we can like embed that logic inside it, like on the flow. So yeah, that's correct.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks everyone who's been sharing so far. Okay. So as you can see, emotions play a huge role in customer support, and handling cases with empathy can make a difference. But let's take a step back. What if we could start building that trust even earlier? Imagine if AI could verify and onboard customers securely right from the beginning, without them even waiting for an agent. That brings us to our next use case, face verification in KYC onboarding. And to walk us through it, I'll hand things over to Alex. Alex, the floor is yours.
Thanks a lot. So next use case is also very helpful because KYC process sometimes takes, I don't know, enormous amount of time and hard work with like different papers and all the process. So yeah, let's start again from our Salesforce part. Yeah, as you see, we have again same contact inside Salesforce, but for now it has like KYC done field as unchecked, so it is not ready yet. But let's dive in again our web chat. I forget to restart it, so let me do it again. Yeah, here it is. Now we'll use just separate button for it. Basically, what just need to happen, we just select our document, ID, driving license, anything else, and upload it to the system. What's happening in the backend? It is sent to the AWS Rekognition. It is like detecting face, all other stuff, and it's sent back to Salesforce trying to find the appropriate person for it. And if there is any, it will just link it and mark as KYC done. So basically, what you see, we see that like our chatbot says that profile verified successfully. So let's try back, refresh the page, go back to details, and we see that KYC done field is checked. So AWS Rekognition send our like face details or something like that from the ID, find the appropriate contact inside Salesforce, and yeah, and just update it automatically. But what if there are no contact inside Salesforce for that person? Maybe it's like a new user or something like that. Let me show you how it works in that case. So I have like some fake ID. I upload it, and like all the process happens again. But in that case, like it didn't find any suitable person. So for that one, we just ask client to fill up data manually, and yeah, let's fill it up, hit submit, and in that case, will be created lead inside a system, which will be created as this status needs to review. So let me show you inside Salesforce how it is. Leads, yeah. So we see that one lead which I just created. Yeah, and it is created with status needs to review, and our like basically agents will come and do that part manually. But anyway, it is that point where you can boost a little your agent work, avoiding some extra work. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. I love how it eliminates like so much manual review by agents. But again, quick question for me. What if the document is blurry or the lighting is poor? Does AWS Rekognition still return a matched score?
Basically, what AWS Rekognition to us is like confidence level. It can be vary on like photo, like lighting, and all the stuff. So there are a lot of different aspects which it can be different level of confidence. But we just set up confidence level which is allowed for our chatbot, and it can be changed at any time.
Thank you.
Alex, and what about scalability? Let's say a fintech startup grows from, I don't know, 10 KYC checks a day to 1,000. How well does this hold up?
Basically, we are using chatbot only for like photos and video capture, and all other happens outside of Salesforce inside AWS Rekognition. So it can grow on demand, basically jumping from 10 to 100 or 1,000 or even more. It's not a problem because AWS is a huge logic inside of it, and can handle a lot of different data per day. So it should be not a problem.
Awesome. Thanks, Alex.
Great. I believe we have. Can we cover like the question from the previous user case now? Guys, what do you think? Alex,
From
are
previous,
you ready to switch? Because I noticed that Paul also asked about here we go. If we want to continually detect like a user sentiment via their facial expression, does it mean that we need to keep the camera running the entire time? So actually, what happens if we stop it? Would we need to ask for camera permission again every time we restart it?
basically, yeah, that's how it's done. Every time you are using camera in the website, it is asking you for permission to do it. But if you are talking like about streamline, is it maybe a video call or something else? In that case, there will not be a necessity to have like confirmation every second or something. There will be confirmation only on the start of the conversation. So let's imagine that it's a Zoom call and like we have always streamline of video from our client with like emotions and all the stuff. So yeah, like using security and try to do it secure way, we will ask for confirmation every time user will start working with his camera. But about streamlines, it is a little bit in other way.
Great, thank you.
Hope it answers your question.
Thank you so much, team. So we walked through two powerful AI use cases, and now we'd love to hear from you. Do you have questions about what you just saw, or maybe you are curious how this could work in your own setup? Go ahead, drop your questions in the chat. We'll pick a few to answer a bit later.
All right, while you are typing, we would like to cover a few common questions we often get from our clients. Like some of these come up almost every time we mention AI in Salesforce. And Alex, are you
Yes,
ready?
of course.
Great. I will take first one. And if you already have bots and flows built in Service Cloud, will this AI logic break anything, or can it just plug in smoothly?
Basically, yeah, it can just plug in smoothly because all what is required is just to set up integration point with AWS and figure out the best approach for you, how you want to capture a photo or video.
All right, thank you. And can we test this on Sandbox first with just a few agents before rolling it out to the whole team?
Yes, of course. Pilot version is always better to test inside Sandbox because you will see how it actually works. You can play with it on your own. You will see like edge cases which you didn't cover in your head or something like that. So yes, we recommend to play on Sandbox before moving to the prod.
Thank you.
Alex, what about compliance, especially when handling customer faces and emotions? How do you handle data protection regulation or industry regulations?
Good question, because like we always trying to have privacy on the top level, and how privacy model works inside that system is that AWS Rekognition is pretty similar to Salesforce. It has like its own security, its own protection, and all the stuff. And we are sending just data back and forward, encrypted, and so we are trying to minimize data leak using it.
Okay, thanks, Alex. You know, a lot of clients ask whether they'll need to bring machine learning engineers or if their existing Salesforce admins can handle it. So basically, how much AI knowledge do we need to keep this running after go live?
Basically, no machine learning team required because everything is pretty easy to configure inside Salesforce directly. So you just require to have someone with system admin permission who will go and update our custom metadata with all configurations. So yeah, and it should be ready to go. So I guess no machine learning team required for that.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, Alex.
Thank you, Alex. So actually, those are questions we hear all the time, and I'm really glad that we got to address them here. And actually, let's move to the question from our audience. I see some great ones in the chat already. Let's take a few of them live. And we have one from Boris. and just let me open it. Yep, actually, how all these things correspond to a GDPR. I believe it's General Data Protection Regulation. Yes, and cyber resilience.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's a hard question because it's more about loyalty than like IT sphere, but I believe that mostly we are, as I said, like we are using like embedded Salesforce logic for that. We are not like taking photos when person don't know about that. We are asking them, hey, we want to take a photo, select camera which you want to use, and all the stuff. So person can like decline it at any time. So I guess there can be some problems with it, but if you have like a good lawyer who can say that, yeah, you need just, I don't know, put that model window, which will just set like few words with notification and information, it will be fine. I guess it is possible to implement using it also.
Thanks, Alex. I can see some more. Do you have an experience with transportation companies? Thank you, Paul. Please feel free to reach out to me directly. I'll be happy to share some case studies with you. Can AWS detect a person's full name from a document? So we preset the fields in the form.
Yeah, exactly. It is possible to implement it in that way, but maybe when you are trying to have a new lead created, we can like pre-populate the data, but anyway, ask client to change it a little because sometimes about like blurry or bad lights or any other problem, there can be like mistyping inside the fields. So yeah, of course, it is possible to make it in that way. It will be maybe even better.
Thanks, Alex. All right.
We have one more from Rishi. I will read it. And actually, hi there. I'm senior in college studying computer science, trying to get into Salesforce from a product ownership, a product strategy perspective. If I'm using a Salesforce Developer Edition account, what do you think would be a good application of AWS Rekognition? AWS, I don't know
Lambda.
how to read Lambda, yes, all right. And Salesforce in the real of empathy driven and dispute resolution and AI powered QIC onboarding for my level. Whew. Alex, now it's your turn.
Okay. Basically, when you are using developer edition inside Salesforce, it is pretty limited because Salesforce is trying to not allow you use it as for real cases because developer edition is built for creating different packages, just testing with different stuff, and not like use it for real business. So basically, you can set up everything which we just showed you today on your own with your developer edition organization, but just be aware that maybe one day that if you will use it like too many and like there will be some compliance about it from Salesforce part, they can just come to you and say that, hey, like you are using Salesforce Developer Edition not in way it should be used, so they can just ask you for not using it in that way or just close your Developer Edition. You lose everything. So basically, everything which is built, which you did see today, it's built inside Developer Edition also. So that should be not a problem to play with it and find a great project for your own. That's it, I guess.
Thank you, Alex, and thank you, Rich, for your question.
I will got one more. Is the face camera in iPhone always capturing data to send to apps, or do they need permission too? Thanks, Orion.
Yeah, I guess. Let me remember a little. Yeah, I guess when you open like different applications, like first time, it always asks you, hey, that application will use that. You agree or not agree? Ask your application to not track it or track it anytime or like only in specific cases. So yeah, I guess it can like track all the time, but like you get notified when your iPhone is trying to get your photo or something like that by that small green icon in the top of your screen is right. So yeah, I guess sometimes maybe like if you're using Zoom or any other web chat or something like that, where you are like using your camera all the time, yeah, it's just using it every second. But I hope it is not trying to take my photos when I'm sleeping or something.
All right.
So thank you very much for spending this time with us today. And whether you live and breathe fintech or you're just curious about AI in Salesforce, we hope you got something valuable or at least cool out of this session. And hey, let's keep the conversation going after this. We would really love to stay connected.
Yeah, and if something sparked your interest or you would like to chat further, just reach out. On this slide, you will find all our contacts, email, LinkedIn, and our website. So feel free to connect, message, or just say hi.
Yeah, thanks again for being such a curious and engaged audience. We'll see you in our next webinars or maybe in your next AI project.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you